Streaming ready? Hang on, we're starting in 1 minute.
Get yourself some drinks. We're on in 1 minute.
Go.
Hi everybody, welcome to Filmonik livestream edition. I miss physically seeing you all, but the current situation is forcing all of us to adapt creatively. Filmonik is trying new territories and technologies tonight to bring the event into your home. So if there's any mess up, please bear with us. Messages for directors. When you see your film, turn off your YouTube channel and then go meet me on Jitsi for the Q&A. If you don't do that, there will be a delay when we do the Q&A, the interview. There will be like a big lagging time. I know the new law says no more than a meeting of 2 people. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with these dickheads. So there's Ollie there and there's Glenn, and then Manny's coming up. He's always late. And so I am respecting the law. I live with these guys. It's one household. Yeah, but do follow the rules of self-distancing. Wash your hands frequently. Help yourself and everybody stay safe and COVID-free. Most importantly, I would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation people, the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered, and pay my respect to their elders, both past and present. So let's start with our first film. I have my little picking jar. First film is Andrew Cullimore. Woo! Can't wait.
Why do ants never get sick? because of their little antibodies.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, you're on.
Hi, Andrew. Welcome to Jitsi Filmonik.
Hi!
How are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. I like your good, snappy film. It has a little vampire look. I like how you revamped the COVID rules. You guys look like trendy and glamorous with the gloves and the mask. I think we should start wearing, all of us, the mask and the gloves like that.
Well, we were just trying to make everybody smile in this situation that we find ourselves in.
It's Andrew's favourite joke, let's face it.
Yeah, I've told that joke a few times. And yeah, we shot it last night. It took about an hour. It was real wine. And the crosses, which marks 1.5 meters, was created. They were created on Photoshop. It was just an extra layer. And it's a haiku. Are we all familiar with haikus?
Tell us more about it.
Well,
yes, explain the concept to us.
The concept of a haiku, people are familiar with the poem, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Well, this is a film version of that. So it's a 5-second shot, followed by a 7-second shot, followed by another 5-second shot with an optional 3-second title at the end. And our goal, this is Olivier's brainchild, and our goal is to make a bunch of these and then put the best ones together at some point and maybe promote them to festivals and try and win some sort of award, because let's be honest, that's why we're here.
I like the project. Thank you, guys. And the backdrop in the back, like you had the black thing in the back, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. It's to help the view. Anybody have questions in the chat room? This is the first time we're trying the chat room.
In the chat room, it's just people are still saying hi. So let's move on, I think, for now. But everyone in the chat room, you can ask questions, and I'll forward the questions to the directors on this.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Sarah. I loved it.
Cheers.
Haiku next month.
Of course. Remember, wash your hands. Stay safe.
Guys, let's all do haiku.
Home drinking is great.
Thank you. Let's go to the next film. Picking the films randomly.
Can I pick this one?
Oh, yes. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
We have Lee Newton with a true social distancing film.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Tonight on Courthouse.
Well, Jules was 6 months pregnant at the time, which was unusual because we hadn't had sex in a year. Basically, we discovered a new religion where you had to pause for 12 months. So we bought a house.
I was so thrilled initially to move into the new house, but it wasn't long after we got there. I don't know. I started hearing these strange tunes. It sounded like they were coming from the walls. And I talked to Roger about it. He didn't hear it at first, but then eventually we could hear it clearer and clearer. And slowly we realised it was Bon Jovi.
Yes, no. I definitely took it as a threat. I'm going to lay you down in a bed of roses, for tonight I sleep on a bed of nails. Clearly that's not friendly talk, and it would keep repeating and getting louder. That's when I decided we needed an expert.
I was performing an advanced exorcism on a Mexican child when I was first contacted about Roger and Jules and their Bon Jovi disturbance. I immediately stopped what I was doing and headed to the property in question of possession. It was clear at this point that the Mexican child could wait. All I can say is thank heavens for Dr. Pliff. After the childbirth, she moved onto the walls and held an advanced seance where we discovered that our house had a terrible, terrible past. It's the 90s. It's a time of thin eyebrows and great evil. And there's this man, Bon. He's convinced the 90s local people that he was the Bon Jovi and created a death cult that resided in Roger and Jules' home. There was a mass suicide and Bob's your uncle.
There had always been an annoying presence radiating from that house. I've watched neighbours come and go over the years. Some I've watched closer than others. Roger and Jules I watched probably more than the previous occupant, simply because it was a male and a female.
If there weren't witnesses like our neighbour, I don't think people would actually have believed us. I mean, a Bon Jovi cult. The 90s had the Spice Girls and, you know, Whitney Houston. Where are those death cults?
After the seance, Dr. Pliff recommended a saging of the grounds, but we just painted the whole house. The fumes. The fire took our whole team of paranormal investigators. It took the house. It took everything. Except for the Bon Jovi music. Oh, the fire. Yes, I wasn't prepared for that.
How would I sum up our experience in just one word? Well, certainly an eye-opener. A fiery situation.
Now we refuse to live in houses. Even units and flats feel a little too close for comfort. So we try and mix it up. Vehicles, shrubbery. I find we're most happy when we all fit inside the premises.
They built a condo where the house was now. Keeps me pretty busy.
Paul!
Hey, and Lee's online.
Where is Lee?
That's Lee.
Hey, Lee!
Hey, buddy.
Come here. Are you there?
Hello.
Social distancing.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well done, Lee.
And Leslie too.
Oh, yes. Hi,
Yes.
Leslie.
I made it come too.
Hey, Leslie's here too.
We have to click on the people. Sorry. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
I have to continue the question.
Okay, I'm just saying hello to my friends.
You made this film in isolation. It seems like you really enjoy it, and I love the toilet paper background. And how did you manage to have so many interviews? They're great interviews too.
Yeah.
And so many characters.
Yeah. How did we manage to have so many interviews? A lot of alcohol and being stuck by ourselves in areas contributed to multiple personalities, which we then try to put on paper and express in a healthy, non-violent way.
And do you guys all live together?
No, we did this separate from each other.
It looks great in the editing. There's no difference in the colors and everything. It's pretty well done.
Hang on, what was Leslie saying?
I was just saying Lee lives up near Shepparton and I live in Diamond Creek, so we're like an hour and a half's drive away from each other as well.
So you just did this entirely over the internet? You just shot something, sent it to each other?
Yep.
That's awesome. So did you have a plan? Did you have a script that you were working towards, or?
We had a loose script, yes.
A loose script.
It started off, we just started like filming to each other, like very drunk. And then I was like, we need to kind of rein this in to make a little bit more sense, as much sense as we can out of this. And and then we wrote this loose script and we filmed our shots separately and we edited it together.
Yeah, I really like it. Also, I find there's a lot of it's like, what's it what I'm looking for? Like, it's going to a lot of films. Like, if they watched a lot of films, like it seems like you watch a lot of like films while you were in quarantine. So there's like paranormal activity in there. What is it again? The Investigators.
Yeah, there's a bit of ghost investigation. Oh, what's that show called? Where they in paranormal investigators?
Yeah,
And
one of
it's
those.
like
Yeah.
you spend way too much
Yeah,
time watching way too many things. You're like, I need to plug this in.
Yeah.
It's true. Even before the quarantine, I've had that problem.
And where did you come up with those with your hilarious accent? Bon Jovi.
Oh, Mr. Sheffield, the Mr. Sheffield accent.
Yes, yeah.
I think from watching The Nanny, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so that's one of your own characters.
So what's your next isolation film? Are you guys going to be killed by ghosts or Bon Jovi?
Well, I don't know. I was considering possibly a different episode with different people. What were you thinking, Leslie?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do a follow-up episode. Probably the same people, but different characters.
Yeah, do it.
I like it.
Do it.
Anybody have questions in the chat room?
In the chat room, Murray is cooking dinner while watching films. What a dream. BJ is apologizing because he has no films this month. And people love Whitney Houston.
Yes.
So,
All right, guys, I loved it so much. Please make another film next month. Like, I can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much for submitting a film, guys.
See you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Want to pick the next film?
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay. The next film is The Planeteers by
Barry.
Mary McIntyre.
Barry.
Barry.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry for mispronouncing
No,
that.
no, put it back.
Oh shit. We'll just have to remember. Sorry, I'll put it back.
It's no use. The fires are too strong.
I can't keep going. I'm exhausted. The lake water's almost out.
Okay, let's fall back. Fire! Hut! Where are you? We got most of the animals away, but there's so many hurt ones. We can't stay here. It's too dangerous.
Come on, I'll cut a path through.
That's the nature. That's nature. Escobar, coal-loving fatty.
That's right. I'm here to stop you. Who's being naughty this Christmas?
No, don't do it. Think of all the lives you're destroying. You're killing the planet with that coal.
It does burn well, though.
Fire, don't do it. It's a trap.
It does. It has so many uses. Just ask my friends.
Shit. It's Slimeheart and Mr. Murder.
Oh, stop whinging. Catalyst for change in this world. Use your powers with us, not against us.
Come to the coal side.
Never.
I can make you rich and powerful. Think of all you could achieve.
As long as you work hard and stick with us.
There's always been fires in Australia. It's only natural.
Fires aren't the problem here.
It's kids like you getting in the way of progress. No, they're lying. We need help. We can't fight these idiots by ourselves.
Okay, Planeteers, you know what to do.
Ah!
Fire!
Wind!
Water!
Hot!
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet! Planet!
You don't scare me.
Down here, you big blue greenie.
Looks like you guys need to cool down.
Yeah! Not so fast.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Captain Planet?
The coal. It's draining my powers.
Oh, what do we do?
Hold it right there. That's my friend.
How dare you?
We won't let you get any further.
They outnumber us. Come on, Mr. Murder, let's get out of here.
I'll remember this, you pesky Planeteers.
Captain Planet, are you okay?
Am now.
What if they come back?
I'll be stronger next time, thanks to all of you. And you.
You can save the planet by reducing your carbon footprint.
Support renewable energy sources and climate action organisations.
Buy from companies that support the switch to a low-carbon future.
Remember, your vote counts. Make sure you support your political candidate with the most climate-friendly policies.
And keep in mind that the apparatus of liberal democracy allowed this climate crisis in the first place due to it being subverted by the interests of private capital. We need to do more than just vote. We need to spread the word to our friends and family. Make sure that everyone knows how much danger we're in. We have to come together, and the first step to doing that is class consciousness and making sure we're all on the same page. The power is yours.
Woo!
Oh, she's looking. Hi, Mary. Hi, Andrew. Hey, Mary, you hear me? Oh, she doesn't seem to hear me. She's there on Jitsi.
Can you hear us, Barry?
There may be a slight technical issue. She froze.
Hello?
She's back.
Hello. We
Can
can
you
hear.
hear me? Like, am I on mute? No. Hi, can I write questions to her? Oh, how come she cannot? Your microphone appears to be noisy. My microphone is noisy, apparently.
Okay.
Uh,
Just try muting and unmuting. Try muting and unmuting the microphone.
oh yeah, can you hear Andrew? Try again, Andrew.
Is anyone here?
I can hear you, Izzy.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can
I know,
hear you.
I can't see anyone.
I'll
Can I
leave.
just try
Oh,
this?
she doesn't see anyone.
Oh,
Let's try.
unmute.
Hello. So how come she? I'm gonna try again.
Can you see us now?
Okay.
Is it working? No.
I will step in and tell you that while they fix their own stuff, that Kino Filmonik is the Melbourne branch of the Kino movement. So you've probably heard that before, but yeah, it's active in 70 cities in the world, and I'm talking over other people talking, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's go back to Jitsi.
Yes, I can see and hear you.
Andrew, are you there?
You need to turn it on.
Watch another film, maybe?
I want to discuss this film. It was so good.
It was good.
It was so good. Do you have her on Messenger?
Yeah, I'll send messages, and we're gonna have.
Yeah.
this.
I'll come back
I
to you,
think
Barry.
she might be talking in the chat room.
Joe, can you?
Yeah. So text. Can you text her?
Yeah.
Do you have her?
Yeah.
Text
Oh,
her,
he's got
and
it.
we'll go to the next film, and we might do 2 interviews after.
Yeah.
So next film is Nam. Do you want to pan?
Yee-hoo.
Hi, Nam.
Hi.
Well
Hello.
done. That was Insomnium by Nam Wing. And it was so good. I love the music. It contributes to the eeriness of it.
Oh yeah.
Where did you find the composer? Or who did your music?
She's a very talented friend of mine. She did all the music and yeah.
So did you,
uh,
so did you give the film and then the composer music on top? Or did you start with the music?
we start with the music actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Half of the playlist was made before the film was shot, and then half of it was finished afterwards, and then I just try to put everything together in my way. Yeah,
Oh, that's really nice. I really like the look, and there was a lot of angles I really liked that gave a bit of creepiness and everything.
Oh yeah.
And I was wondering if there's any director that would influence this style. Is there anybody that you try to recreate? Films even?
Originally, this film was inspired by A Quiet Place, but then when it comes to a shot, I think I was influenced by Stanley Kubrick a lot because there's a lot of I forgot what it's called, but yeah, maybe Stanley Kubrick and Quentin Tarantino with the dolly zoom and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Like the long shots and everything.
Yeah.
And my next question. Oh, what does it mean when it goes from black and white a bit more to color?
So in the movie, the black and white is the reality, and when in the color scene, it's in her dream. Like the prologue is that her dream is way more colorful than her life. So in the real life scene, everything will be in black and white, and the dream sequence will be in color. And I make the saturation very high to make it more dreamy or something. Yeah. So,
I like it. You swap things around.
yeah, I swap things around.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is this your first film? And
This is my first film.
well done. It's
Awesome.
So good.
I made it specifically for Filmonik.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. So, yeah. So
It's so good.
It was awesome. So your crew, like the lighting's really beautiful in the film. How big was the crew?
They're all my friends. They're all high school students, and none of them ever have any experience on set. So I call some of my friends. I ask them to make this project with me, and I buy them boba tea afterwards. That's all.
Yeah.
See, that's what friends are for.
That's awesome.
We use them.
That's so cool. Well, you guys did a great job.
Yeah. Funny story, I almost killed the camera operator because in one of the scenes, in the scene where I shot it from the window, I told the camera operator to pull his body out of the window to actually shot it from outside, and no one held him, so he almost fell down to the ground, and we shot in a 8th floor. So yeah.
Wow.
Guys,
it was a very nice shot. So.
Please stay safe. That's still a cool story.
Oh, yeah, that's really good. Anybody have any questions in the chat room?
So in the chat room, Garrett is asking, how did you get the shot outside of the window?
Oh, he just.
I just
I'm on the technique. Sorry.
By putting the cameraman's life in a little bit of danger.
Yeah.
Chat room, Garrett, are you ready to do it?
Yeah, Garrett, you've got to have commitment, bro.
Garrett actually introduced me to Filmonik. I work with him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Garrett.
Yeah. Garrett is very talented.
Well then, are you gonna make another film for next Filmonik?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm having some ideas right now. So
I like it. Maybe a film about not killing a camera operator.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
I like that. I'll try my best.
Thank you, Nam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Stay safe.
Let's see if Vari is joining us in.
Is Vari there?
No. All right, let's go to the next film. If Vari is listening, Try jumping in Jitsi now.
Yeah, we're gonna try it again.
All right, next film is Chad.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Chad.
In January 2020, production began on the short film The Adventures of Gerald and His Magic Talking Shovel. It was based on the beloved children's book The Adventures of Gerald and His Magic Talking Shovel. Directed by Chad Lockwood and starring Bernard Peasley as Gerald, the cast also contained relatively unknown actor Chad Lockwood in the role of a lifetime.
A lot of people say to me, surely you're just playing the voice of the talking shovel. Like, how hard can it be? There's a lot more to a shovel than just digging holes. A shovel it's creative. It creates space where there wasn't space before. A shovel is an explorer, searching out hidden depths and revealing truth. A shovel is a magician. It can make things disappear. So these are all the sort of nuances that I really want to bring to the character of the talking shovel.
Keep a lookout, okay?
Yeah, you keep a lookout. We're gonna dig some holes. Oh boy, let's go dig some holes.
After the first internal test screening, the original director was fired and replaced by a new director, Chad Lockwood. You were brought on to replace the original director. Could you tell us your impressions of the project when you first arrived?
It was not good. It had no vision, and so I made a little, cuts.
Release dates for the movie were postponed while the new director made revisions, including alterations to key characters.
I came in and made changes to the movie. First one being, he changed the character of the talking shovel and made him a mute. Playing talking shovel has its own set of obstacles. Making a mute talking shovel, it really makes it quite hard.
Keep a lookout, okay?
Actor Chad Lockwood was eventually released from the production.
Now, what right does he have to come in and mess with the chemistry that we had? As soon as we got together on set, we were like brothers. We had this amazing ability to bounce off each other like jigsaw pieces. We were inseparable. I can't understand why he would mess with a team like me and Bernard.
You mean Bernard?
Bernard? I'm pretty sure it's Bernard. Yeah.
Bernard Peasley was unavailable for comment.
In the end, it was little better. But at least we got rid of fucking talking shovel.
Keep a lookout, okay?
The new cut, now called The Old Town, was received favourably by critics. Audiences were unimpressed. So what's next for Chad Lockwood?
I don't know, he's directing Hamlet or something.
No, I meant you.
Oh, me? I've got. I'm going to be on Crime Stoppers next week.
Well, that's good. You're still getting acting roles.
Yeah, acting. You know the reason they got him in? Because he's got the same name as the original director, so they didn't have to change the credits. Have you heard his accent? What is that? On his passport, it says country of origin, Europe with a question mark. No comment. I think it's all an act. I think, he's, for all we know, he's from Reservoir or something. We done?
I love that.
Reservoir.
I just love it.
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. So we have Chad on Jitsi and we have Valerie on Jitsi. So I'll do the interview with Chad first and I'll go back to Valerie. Chad, thank
Hello.
you for that film.
You're welcome. You can see I'm actually on the set here. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried.
Very glamorous.
Which Chad am I talking to right now?
I'm not legally obliged to answer that question, actually. It's all very tricky.
Well, definitely I'm not talking to the question mark European. He doesn't have his strip.
Is whatever that's called. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what you call that.
Question mark.
Europe with a question mark. I'll let you into a bit of a secret. His nationality is actually vampire. So yeah.
I have to ask, where did that hair come from? It's you know what I mean? It's like it looks nice and greasy, and
it's actually from my cameraman Lilybell. I cut my daughter's hair to stick to my face.
To stick it to your face.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
Yeah. Just long as the government don't find out about that one, I'm sure.
Yeah. It was very convincing. I really believed it was real face hair.
Look, I think I pulled it off, really, to be honest.
I think you did too. It's all in the performance.
It is. It is.
All right. This is your third film you screen at Filmonik, and I love them all. What inspires, how did you ever study filmmaking? And what is your thought process when you and make them?
You're assuming there's a lot in there. I did actually do film studies when I first left high school, and then promptly forgot it for about 20 years. Got kicked out after the second year. In terms of thought processes, I just want it to be funny. I like sketches, and I like making it look real, but also pulling the piss a little, pretty much.
You have great timing. I give you that in the editing,
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It feels like sometimes I leave the jokes a little bit long, but otherwise,
perfect. You've got to have the slightly uncomfortable silence.
I love how this is meant to explain to me the Old Town film, short film.
Yes.
But it's giving me even more questions. I'm like,
yeah, it just makes it more
who are
convoluted.
all these Chads?
Yeah.
And
I love it.
Yeah, that was mainly because I didn't have any other actors, so it was, and it came from after we shot the first one with Bernard.
Bernard didn't want to be your actor anymore, did he?
No. He.
Why is he always
we were talking for a while.
I don't know why Bernard resists acting. He's fantastic.
He's brilliant.
You do fantastic, old guy, Bernard. You're like old guy.
That comes pretty naturally, believe me.
He's a character actor.
That's right. He's a great.
He's a method actor, I should say.
So is Bernard online? Speaking of Bernard. Yeah, he just popped.
I think I'm here.
Can't
you see me?
I can't see.
So, Bernard,
here.
the look on your face when you're holding the Oscar, that smarmy face. How did you get?
Well,
it?
I mean, seriously, wouldn't you look like that if you got an Oscar? I mean,
that's exactly right. It was perfect. No. It's stunningly accurate.
To get an Oscar by one night's walking around town talking rubbish, I mean, that shows great promise.
Yeah. Or good editing, possibly.
Yes. Well, thank you, Chad. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll do an interview with Vary. Vary did, what's the title of your film again? I remember
The Planeteers.
Planeteers,
Yeah.
exactly. I loved
Yeah.
it. Ollie's doing a little screenshot.
No,
And,
it's going to be playing. So
I was
people...
playing in the background.
Yep.
Okay.
But I think we all remember it. I would say you should send this to the government. Maybe he'll understand this format better.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to take the IP of Captain Planet, but yeah, I figure if it doesn't get too big, they won't notice.
You know, it'll be fine. Parody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says parody. Parodies are protected. Yeah.
Costume, where did you find it?
I just ordered that off like eBay or something, and then I got a green wig from Spotlight and had to cut it just with some scissors at home to try and get it right.
I love it. How long was the pre-production for all of this?
I just wrote a script in like a couple of days, sent it to some people and asked if they wanted to be involved, and then we just shot it over an afternoon. And then, yeah, got a friend to help me with the VFX and edited it together. But yeah, not a lot of effort went into it. It was mostly just, I had an idea and yeah, hoped people could act it properly.
I'm sure everybody is really happy that you made it. I love that. As soon as I watched it, I was like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, well, I figured the sort of, pardon the pun, climate that we have at the moment, I'm surprised that a reboot of Captain Planet hasn't been done, because the film industry loves rebooting old things. So, yeah, I thought I'd make one then.
Called the new kryptonite.
Yeah.
I always heard this urban legend that apparently Tom Cruise did the voice of Captain Planet in the pilot.
Oh, really?
First episode.
Okay.
Captain Planet. Apparently, that is the voice of Tom Cruise, and so
oh no,
how amazing would that be? Of like a Captain Planet reboot with Tom Cruise.
That'd be interesting.
Question. Oh yes, you're gonna say something. Sorry.
No, I can't remember her name, but she voiced Gaia in the first season, I think. The talk show host from America, and she's like, you get a thing, everybody gets a thing.
Yeah, Oprah.
Yeah, she did the voice of Gaia in the first season.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions in the chat room?
No.
No?
Wait.
He says wait. He says no, he says wait.
No, that I see.
Actually,
Hayden wants to know where it was shot outside.
Yeah.
Just the local park. I live in Faulkner, like north of North Coburg, and Merry Creek runs really close to my house. So I just walked up and down trying to find a good spot for it. And then, the fire bits, the burnt trees. I can't remember where it was, but somewhere pretty close, the northeastern suburbs had a bushfire come really close to houses. During the bushfires. So I just went there and just shot from the side of the road.
Well done. I think it was near Bundoora. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but you can't actually get in there because they'd like police taped it all off to try and let it regenerate. So you could only see it from the outside.
Zoom lens time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mary. It was so good. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you next film. Thank you. I'm happy to do the interview.
Yeah, finally.
All right, let's pick the next film.
Bye-bye.
Lizzy.
Yeah.
Hey.
The only reason why I came onto this show was because 1, I want publicity, 2, I was just bored, and 3, I can get free food. That's the whole point. I think that's him. Let's go. I'm so nervous. Hi.
Mon chéri, it is a pleasure to meet you.
He grabbed my hand and kissed me, and it was kind of gross. I wish I brought my sanitizer with me because I'm a bit of a germaphobe.
Well, I am French. obviously. I am a nice guy. I need to find a girl who is gullible. I mean, well, who is nice enough, who will accept me and who maybe will accept marriage with me. I need to stay in this country.
Like a regular cappuccino with almond milk, extra hot. Make that double shot. And also, because I don't do white sugar, can I get like 2 brown sugars, like exact 2 sugars? And because, white sugar gives you cancer.
She believes that cancer will come from the sugar.
Anything else? What is your star sign?
Well, I am, how you call it, a Gemini.
He's a Gemini. I fucking hate Geminis. I'm Aquarius. All the previous guys that I've dated, they were Geminis, and I never had a good relationship with them. Like this one that I went out on a date with, well, pretty much Netflix and chill, because he thought he could, get under my pants just because he bought me pizza. My vagina does not cost $12.50, okay? So have you seen anyone from here yet, before me, or?
Nothing serious,
Oh, so you sleep around?
No. I'm very classy gentleman.
Yeah, because I don't like guys who sleep around because they carry a lot of germs down here.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to touch them,
I am very safe, very clean. Well, I mean, if I'm going to marry a girl, I want to at least, have a bit of fun, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't want to marry him. I'm only 23. I'm quite young. Like, I know I'm mature and all, but I'm not ready.
I mean, how could you not want? I am a Frenchman. I'm made for love.
Sex is just so mainstream. You know the type of sex I want? Soul sex. I want to have a taste of your thought process. Together, we can unravel the intricate riddles of life, soar through the galaxy and the cosmos, and against time. The deeper, the sweeter. That's the type of sex I want.
I would like to maybe check out how clean you are.
He really creeps me out. That's why I bought laxatives. Just like people bring pepper sprays, but I carry laxatives around me just in case, something weird happens. Yeah, self-defense. Welcome back.
Hello, mon chéri.
You know how I said that I'm a professional astrologer and I do readings?
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could offer you my reading.
Oh,
so
yes.
This is my little friend. She gives me the power to get my reading accurately.
Oh, very nice, yes.
Yeah, don't touch it. I just recharged it last night.
Not.
When he tried to touch my crystal, that triggered me so bad. It's very sensitive, so... No, don't do it.
This crystal shit. I don't really go in for this crystal shit.
It was really close, though. If he touched it, I would have castrated his dick. You don't touch that shit. You don't mess with the crystals.
She's free to believe in whatever bullshit she wants to believe in. That's fine.
The first card I pulled out, it's telling me that you're onto something.
I might try and call her and find where she works and wait outside of where she works and try to strike up a conversation or, find where she lives, maybe get some binoculars and just to get better understanding, Mon chéri, it was a pleasure.
Oh, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Bye-bye, beautiful woman, yes. I will take my weak coffee with me. Oh, delicious coffee.
What the fuck? I don't want to see him again. If he tries to contact me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram...
Will Nancy be seeing this footage? Do you think you maybe edit it a little bit for me? Or you think maybe I could, take the camera? Yes, I think I would like to take the camera. Will she see this or not? Will she see this or not? Well, she sees this. Just give me the camera, it's fine. Just give me the camera. Just give me the camera. Give the fucking camera to me right now. Give me the fucking camera. Give it to me. Hey.
Alright, so...
Fuck.
Alright. Hi everybody, so Elizabeth Pham is with us on Jitsi.
Woo!
Thank you, Lizzy. Yeah. Thank you, Lizzy. It was so good. Now I have a did you have a script for this film? We did it at the Kino Cabaret Sydney, and I don't remember what was your process. Did you come in with a script? And if yes, did you have to experience something similar to this?
Okay, so like the previous cabaret film, no script, just on the spot editing, and I just told Glenn what to do. We just went with the flow for 2 hours straight. We had a bit of a lighting problem. We were in the sun, but you know, it wasn't like a very serious film, like as you can tell from the content.
Yeah, I think you got fixed it after editing. Yeah.
You can still see the overexposure at the beginning. Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
How many editors worked on it again? I forgot because it was a bit hectic.
It was Abby, so from Sydney. So she did the first edit for me.
Well done, Abby.
Yeah, Addie watching. Hi, Addie. Thank you for your help. And because like things got a bit busy with everyone on the other end, so I asked Ollie if he could kind of touch it up a bit. And then, yeah, he did. And it turned out really well.
So on the other cabaret, you had an idea, but you didn't want to direct it yet. And you watched Francois direct it. And when you went to Sydney, you were like, I'm going to try directing. So how did you like the experience to direct and act in it?
Okay, I'm not going to lie. During the process, I went to the female bathroom and I was sitting there like breaking down. I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I don't know how to direct and act at the same time. But afterwards, it just turned out okay because I was more just about the time limit because you know how Sydney had the time limit compared to the Filmonik Melbourne. So I was like, am I going to get this done or not? And I was stressing, but yeah. And because I'm not the best at improvising, I was stressing about that at the same time, like how am I going to link this? And I was thinking about it at the same time as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you did really well, and it's not easy for everybody, I mean, to direct and act. So you did really well in improv. Now I have a question for the chat room. Now you guys vote. Who has the best French accent, Chad or Glenn?
Oh my god. So the chat room, they're gonna receive this question in 10 seconds because that's the lag that you are seeing on YouTube.
But we all know the
But
answer.
you have to answer quickly.
Yeah.
Now.
Does the chat room have any questions for Lizzy that you could see?
A question for Glenn. Was your character inspired by Angel Lust?
By Angel Lust. My character was inspired by lack of sleep and by Lizzy's great direction. So Lizzy basically just explained what she wanted from the character. She was like, what silly accents can you do? I'd already done a South African accent that weekend. I'd already done a British accent that weekend. So I'll do a terrible French accent.
And that French accent, he based it on me. And I don't speak like that. I am way better than that.
Yeah, totally.
Way better.
It wasn't bad.
It was great. No, my accent was very inconsistent, but I think it turned out well because it's funny. It's funny. It's meant to be funny.
So in the chat room, we've got one Chad. We've got 1, 2, 3 Chad, and 1, 2, 3 Glenn. It's a tie. Okay.
Yay!
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Are you final question? Are you happy with the final edit of your film?
To be honest, I've completely forgot about this film until Ollie brought it up last night.
Really?
You know, so then I got a message from Ollie and like, hey, I'm editing your film. Like, all right, it existed. Right, yeah. So I made a few adjustment last night, a few this morning, and then, yeah, I'm happy with it. So
Are you working on your next project?
Yes.
I don't have any inspirations. Like all this.
Please make another film. Please make
do it
another film.
together.
Your films are amazing. So I love your ideas. Please make another one.
Thank you. I'll
Yes.
get it.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Oh, next film is Joel Snow No. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
So, how was your day, babe?
It was fine. You know what? It's not fine. Every day I go to work, you stay at home all day as usual. I come home, you cook dinner, and it's on repeat the next day.
I don't seem to know what you're implying.
Well, today Karen at work, she was bragging about her boyfriend who took her to Greece for a trip, and she was going on and on about how adventurous and spontaneous he was, and why can't you be like that?
You know it's not possible for me to be like that.
Yeah, I know. You don't care about anything. You wouldn't even react if I threw that in your face. No, I barely had you for a month. Fuck, babe, I'm so sorry. I thought you were waterproof. I got it. You stay put. Well, this is not gonna be enough, right? Okay. You stay here, I'll get some more rice.
Oh, Joann, we don't see you.
Oh, we don't see her?
Yeah. But we can hear
Yes.
her. Maybe we can do a drawing. Oh,
it.
can you put up a picture of her so then we know how it looks like?
Okay.
So we have Joelle on Jitsi. She's a stick figure, kind of like and vibrating.
There's
But
an eye. There's
yeah,
an eye that
yeah. So
represents it.
that's Joelle.
Very accurate, I have to say.
I remember, Joelle, I saw your set when we were at Kino Sydney Cabaret together, and I love how you put up the whole team together, and I love watching you direct. How did you like your experience as a director there, and was it your first film?
Well, it wasn't my first film, but it was definitely my first professional film, like with the full team and cast and crew. So that was interesting, and it was really nice, like a friendly environment to start with. So I really loved it.
Did you find that you learned? We have a picture of you, Bella.
Where?
Yeah. She won't see it.
You won't see it, but you can see it after live, and then you can you tell us if you don't like the picture that
It's
we
one of your.
chose.
It's one of your cool photos from Facebook. You'll like.
Vimeo. No worries.
Vimeo. Yeah,
Vimeo picture.
You look awesome.
Also, I wanted to ask you. So wait, I always making them mouth. All right. So my other question was, how did you like experience with having a whole set and having to direct a whole set and many layers, like the cameras, the actors, the technicians, and what would you do again and not do again?
Well, I would plan it. That's one thing, because from the cinematography point of view, I had a lot of help from Brian and Nick Thompson. They're both from Kino Sydney.
Yeah.
I was more focusing on the talent and like the production design. That's it. But it was also like nice, like experience.
Yeah, no, the camera, the colors, everything looks amazing. Now,
Thank you.
I was wondering your idea, where it came from. Did you have a blow-up doll, or did you have a new mobile phone that broke too easily?
Sorry, what was it?
What inspired you? Did you have a doll, like those blow-up dolls, or did you have a mobile phone that broke too easily?
No. It was more like I love plot twists and I love like short stuff because I have a very short attention span. So I was like, oh, let's do something fun, funny, and short and easy to be done. And it just, I thought about it one night before Kino Cabaret. So that was cool.
Oh, I like it. Very good.
Yeah.
Any questions in the chat room? Oh, Ollie's like, ooh, do you have any questions, Glenn?
What was it like working with Raf? She had such a cool story, how she was traveling all over the world doing cabaret films.
Oh, it
What
was
was it like
so
working with her?
interesting. Like, that was cool because you can say she's like a professional actress, like in a way she is, and that was like cool for me as a beginner filmmaker, film student to do that. And she was really good. Like she understood whatever I needed to tell her. Like both of actors. So that was really once you have a full team who understands you, it's so good. Like it's so good. Everything flows well. So I really liked working with them.
Ollie, any questions?
So in the chat room, Lawrence is asking, did she get enough rice?
I actually wanted to continue the shots, but we didn't have time. Like we barely had 2 hours. Yeah. We shot it all in 2 hours, and like I just wanted to continue like through the credits. She's stuffing rice in his pants and his shirt, and that would have been funny. But yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Any new projects coming up?
Well, yes, something less funny, more serious, and I'm focusing on writing now because coronavirus.
That's the time to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm doing film school. It's all online now. That's weird. But it's working out. Yeah.
Yeah. So now is your planning time. You said you wanted to plan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Thank you, Joelle. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. That's so cool. Thank you guys for hosting.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Invisible kiss.
Yeah. All right.
Au revoir.
Escobar is next. I like it. I like the format.
Yeah, it works. Here we go.
Hey! Hi, Gemma, how are you? Good. Yeah, sorry, I was reading to your film and I forgot to log in.
Great film.
So hi everybody, we have Gabriela with us on Jitsi. And I like all the funky VFX you made. So did you make it yourself and what did you use as a program?
Yeah, I use the Adobe Premiere.
Yeah. And the blurry effect, did you use a camera mechanical effect or that one was also?
No, that was also from the Adobe.
Yeah, that's really good. And what was it saying in the background, that music kind of, I was trying to figure it out. It was like, it wasn't happy birthday
Yeah, there
in
was
a
like a
creepy
voice.
way. What was it saying?
Yeah, what's saying, it's actually in a Spanish song and it's saying, no pasa nada, that means
nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Ah, that's clever.
And did you make all those cakes and props and everything?
Yeah, actually, that's what we just filming when we had food. And the big cake, I did it with a shaving cream.
And what inspired you this story? It looks like the fridge is like giving you food every time. I would love that to happen during quarantine. I open my fridge, it's already made.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, that was going to happen. Yeah, it's part of me that, especially in time of quarantine or when we're just bored, we just go to the fridge and see what's going to be, but we know there's not going to be something new. And it will be cool to just magically appear something, some food.
I like how you said, oh, it's the food that we had. That big cake was amazing. It looked so good.
Yeah, that was fake.
Oh, that was fake.
Did you say the cake was made out of shaving cream or something?
Yeah, yeah, shaving cream.
Wow.
That's really good.
How did you color the shaving cream? Because it was pink.
Yeah, with the color from the food, from the cake.
Oh, food dye. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It looks so good.
It looks like a real cake, and then like the face in it and everything. Now, well done.
It was awesome.
You new to Filmonik, are you?
Yes, my first film, and I went to the last one before quarantine.
Well done. It's so good.
Yeah, awesome.
And then you're like, I'm in quarantine. I'll make a film.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's so good. I love it. Do you have any other questions?
Any questions?
Chat room. Sophia is saying, so good, creepy, extra scary in the current climate.
Yeah, yeah.
An empty fridge should come with a trigger warning.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Can you hear that?
yeah.
I like the part where Sophie's saying like very twisty. What did she say else?
Go back to the chat.
You're gonna have
the chat has it, but like I like how So says that an empty fridge should have a trigger warning. I like it. Yeah, I really like the twist. Like, you know, it's very like I'm thinking of Requiem for a Dream or like those, or like Fear Loathing Las Vegas, like where like it's a bit twisty. The image is like all.
It is. It did have a similar feeling to Requiem for a Dream, actually.
Or like
totally
Fear Loathing Las Vegas.
Yeah, definitely.
I really enjoyed it.
And in the chat room, there's definitely a comment about getting a Requiem for a Dream vibes with the fridge.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you so much.
Awesome work.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to seeing your next film.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you.
I love the cake with the shaving cream. So good.
Yeah, awesome. Bye-bye.
So sad we can't eat it. All right. Next film, Dean Kite. Man,
We like Super 8 because it has the color and texture of memory. As in memories, the colors of Super 8 are simultaneously more vivid and more washed out than life, with all the graininess and low resolution of something described dimly, as against the dazzling brilliance of the sun. Places seem more distant for being further away from us in time, the details half lost in the obscure grain. The reddest roses you have ever seen in your life, in Beaufort, seem redder still recorded on Super 8, while the lime trees of Woodend will never be less green. We like Super 8 because it's a silent film format. Sydney's roar is muted, Ballarat's bustle is hushed. As in memory, we see but do not hear what we have seen before and may never see again. The mute reverie of a flux of dreamlike images. Sky, clouds, trees and flowers, all things, all accidents, all miracles of nature acquire a fragility and dearness, a preciousness on Super 8. The unrepeatability of reality acquires a pricelessness, and the priciness of 3.5 minutes of film spent on the mundane miracles of the ephemeral. We remember these images through montage, mounting sounds unheard at the time against the silence of Super 8. In its faded vividness, the way it passes the magic wand over the visible, the camera's mechanical eye seeing in hallucinogenic chemicals an image of the world which is not our vision of it, but which will, in time, become the very image of our memories. Super 8 allows us to remember the world and the fleeting shadow of our ephemeral presence in it, in a creative treatment of actuality.
Hi. We got Dean online. Hello, Dean.
That was Andrew.
Dean.
I used to get to watch it after Andrew.
He can hear us now because I'm broadcasting calls for Dean. It's the audio from the webcam mic while his credits are playing. Dean, you can still connect. Otherwise, we did very enjoy your film, so okay.
Hi everybody. So Dean is not on Gypsy yet, but we have Andrew. I did have a few questions for Dean. So if he watches this in playback after, and then you can answer us on Filmonik, is how did you have access to Super 8 film, and what was my other question? And how expensive was the whole process? And so you explained to us why you like Super 8, but what's the main difference in filming with Super 8 film ribbon and other film ribbons? So that's it.
Okay.
All right, let's go with the next film. Andrew, you want to say something?
Well, I once shot a film in Leeds. I was the male lead, my one and only feature film. It was shot on 16mm, and the whole film was about 20 grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I can't wait to see what Dean says.
$40,000.
I mean, a lot of the
And it was
BBC
all
stuff.
It was all because ITV they used to have a studio in Leeds, and they were closing down, and because everything was going digital, so they had to close down the developing warehouse, that sort of whole side of things.
So you guys
They moved
jumped on
into digital. So all of these wonderful, talented people that worked with film were made redundant. And this one amazing guy decided to spend his redundancy on making a feature film, which is what he always wanted to do. And I was lucky enough to meet him. Right place, right time. Dreams can come true.
I did play with films ribbons also, and I have to say it's not easy calculating the light with that little bowl thing.
Oh yeah.
And like running to the camera, telling him what's the data and everything. I'm like, what is this?
So you call them film ribbons, we call them film strip.
Strips. There you go.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the word. Thank you.
No, I like ribbon. That's cool.
Ollie has
I can say that in Kino Montreal, they had a cabaret where they made films, shot films on 8mm, closed off kitchen, and developed it themselves with chemicals, and basically screened them like 72 hours, shooting, developing, and screening in public. And the year after, it was 16mm, and the third year it was 35mm with DOPs and developed by Kodak as a sponsor. And people had to edit in roughly like 9 hours because they would receive like a QuickTime ProRes 422 digital scan. So yeah, film.
It was really fun. Because you're like, okay, I think this is my cut. What was? Oh yeah. So Ollie, you already spoke about the Kino movement, didn't you? I hope there's some Kinoites around the world watching us right now, and if there are, I'd like to say hello. All right.
Hello, fellow Kino-nites.
Kinoites.
Kinoites.
Hey, be French now.
The Kinoites.
All right.
Let's go.
Next film. Remember, you didn't win.
I didn't win. That's true.
Chad
It was a draw. No, it was a draw. It was a draw.
Next film is Zan Wolf.
Who are you? Expecting someone younger. What are you doing here? You thought you were meeting a 12-year-old boy you met online.
Well, tough luck, Peter. You've been chatting to me the whole time. You're busted, mate. What the hell are you talking about? I'm filming this and streaming it for my safety and yours. This is a citizen's arrest. Okay, mate, come on, get out. A citizen's arrest!
A Melbourne real estate agent is in critical condition today after being assaulted in a case of mistaken identity. Self-styled internet vigilante Braxton Dunn posed online as a 12-year-old.
Is it 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock?
No, my computer is off.
And we're back.
Hi, everybody. So we're back. So these are my housemates.
Hello.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we're not breaking any laws, Australian government.
It's one household. They're driving me nuts.
There's 4 people here.
You
Only
love
there's
us. We're
no
the best.
guests. It's everyone lives here.
Everyone lives here. So Scott Morrison, you don't need to bash down our door and arrest us, and force us to eat some coal.
And watch Barry's film.
Yeah.
As for you. All right. Ooh, I hope he won't do anything. Anyways, Dan, well done. I love it. It's beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Let's drink it.
Thank you. Yeah, really beautifully shot. Yes.
I see a lot of lenses behind you. Which one do you use to make spaces that are so small and constrained look so nice?
Man, you saved the hard question for me. That's not fair. Probably the Canon, the Sigma 50-100.
It's really beautifully shot. Now, it's a bit of a house invasion film, isn't it? And is it based on experience, kind of?
Not personal experience, no. It's based on an article I read in the newspaper. I was looking for an idea just to shoot a short film, and there was a story about a guy in Adelaide, I think it was, who kind of did that, who posed online as a young person, as a child, to lure pedophiles out into the public, and then enact a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of based on that. In real life, the guy would also dress up as a superhero when he'd go to meet the people at like a train station or something like that. So I kind of didn't go quite that far because truth is sometimes stranger and more harder to accept than fiction.
Yeah.
I like to go on the funny side. I like one of your first shot when you're trying to open your tripod, and I had to laugh because I was like, it takes so long when you want to take a quick shot, and
I feel your pain.
Yeah. We kind of shot it all in a day, so all the things that Brett, who was the actor, had to use were literally thrown at him, when the camera was rolling. So he'd never seen this stupid little tripod before, and he was, So I thought,
So was that all natural light and like bounce flags and things like that, or were you actually using like powered lights?
We can
as well?
see you, by the way.
Who's that guy?
Yes, we can see this is Manny, our other housemate. He's wonderful. He's a very talented actor, animator.
What was your question again, Dan?
It was mostly natural light. Mostly natural light.
Excellent. It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Even the phone. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good. Any questions in the chat room?
No, but great work, Falon. Good. Yeah, he's gonna see it. So
You have a lot of appraisal. Is that the word?
A lot of praise.
Appraise.
A lot of praise. Yeah.
Thank you.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for
so
logging
much.
in. I loved it.
Yes. Thanks for
Make
submitting a
another film. I
Yes,
see a lot of
please.
lenses. Let's make another film for next month.
Done.
I like
Excellent.
it.
Thank you.
See you, Dan.
Okay.
Next film is
Okay.
Joshua Belafonte.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Joshua Belafonte.
Thanks, Andrew.
Public Utility City Guide song with only Dave. He'll tell you what's wrong. Loneliness. Hey guys, my name's Dave and you're watching Public Utilities. Today on Public Utilities, I'm presenting this breaking news report from Channel 9 Studios on this Melbourne tutorial video. Welcome to yourcityguide.com. Today on Your City Guide, we're going to be talking about Melbourne and all the things that you need to do to fit in Melbourne. And I'll be your guide today. Tram. There's so many trams. Trams are probably my favorite public utility.
Yo, this is the Tram song. DJ Dave on the microphone. This is DJ Dave on the tram. Trams, they're my jam. If you gave me a choice between Spam or Tim Tams, I'd take trams. Oh yeah.
It's important to visit local landmarks like Parliament, where democracy has systematically broken down and been reimagined as a robotic poodle. Brunswick Street, it's where all the cool people meet. Brunswick Street, where all the cool people meet. Well, hey guys, welcome to this audio commentary of this public utilities episode. What I really like about this scene is that it shows Melbourne's only ATM machine, this giant purse. And what someone told me is that you just leave your credit card on the giant purse, you get up, walk away, and come back later, and you'll have lots of money. As you can see, I'm currently in the Melbourne Library. It's important when talking to Melbournians to keep abreast of new and upcoming literature so that you have something to talk about. As you can see, I have incorporated the necessary level of fashy. When in Melbourne, it's really important to buy things you can't afford to make everyone realise how elegant you are. Some nice designer shoes. It's important in Melbourne to sample exotic teas. I've never heard of any of these teas before, but I'm sure they're necessary. It's important to pretend to like sweet things. I'm fairly sweet. That's why I'd like to buy my significant other some pearls. I like to give significant others pearl necklaces. When in Melbourne, it's important to wear totes fashy clothes and go to emporiums. I mean empires. It's important to keep abreast of women's fashion trends. It's important to keep abreast of women's fashion trends. Abreast. I'm going to make Dave's Emporium. It's going to have twice the things that Leopold's Emporium has. I'm just going to leave that there for him.
Yeah, fashion. Public utilities.
Okay, we're on.
Hi everybody. I like to invite Joshua into the Jitsi app, but if you're not there, we had great reaction in this living room. Glenn was dancing at.
Well, the fashion. I just love all the.
He was dancing.
I was voguing. It's called voguing. Iffy.
Alright, and that picture at the end, we all went in the living room. What's that?
Yay! He's here.
Welcome. I love the mask.
Yeah, you look like a ninja.
Oh, hey guys, my name's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Dave. How are you? Sorry. Well done. Like, did you? So you didn't hear it, did you? Where like he was voguing to fashion.
I was voguing to your fashion song. It was great.
Oh, I can do a fashion dance if you like.
Yes, do
Please
it.
do. What is that? A signal generator behind you?
That is classified government equipment.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
currently working on a cure for COVID-19.
Okay, it looks a lot like a signal waveform
No,
generator.
there's the virus inside. Don't. He
I
cannot
can
talk about it.
currently tell you that the cure for COVID-19 consists of tea tree antiseptic oil, a single dime chocolate, a Listerine pocket pack.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And this is essential, a half-eaten codral packet.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
it's important to follow the daily rituals.
Not.
I also have several screwdrivers for screwing various things,
Yeah, that's
including Australian society.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you look like you're in your workshop. Is that your home workshop, is it?
This is the only public utility that I can access right now because
Okay,
all
sweet.
public utilities have been banned.
Yes.
And
Sweet.
I am currently in quarantine because I tried to do a nudie run on Bondi Beach last week and I got caught and I spread the coronavirus to 55 people.
What? Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm very popular in Bondi Beach.
Obviously. I like that I tried to do a nudie run.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my totes fashy clothes off fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable.
Don't spread the virus. It's no.
It's important.
Don't spread the virus.
It's important to
spread
not
it.
spread the virus. Only spread love.
Yes, exactly. Talking about nudie run, what was that picture at the end of your movie?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of hairy body part, but we're not
Pubic
sure.
hair.
I'm not at liberty to disclose that information. It was a pamphlet for my ex-best friend Leopold. Leopold and I began public utilities together, but I can't believe we're even speaking about him now. That video was made 6 years ago, and as you can tell, I still have the requisite totes fashy from Melbourne that I received on that day.
Sweet
and
jacket.
as such, thank you. It is currently deteriorating and is falling apart on my floor right
That's
now
like
as I work diligently on the cure for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you based in Sydney. So, and this was shot in Melbourne. So was it like a travel film where you mishmash it together? And did you write the lyrics after the edit?
I'm flattered that you think that these were even lyrics.
I love it.
This was the most amount of planning an episode of Public Utilities ever had.
It's wonderful. It's amazing.
There was no planning involved.
Yeah, yeah. I love the thing with the purse about how that's just an ATM. Like, that is gold. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Any questions in the chat room?
No.
No. Well, thank you, Dave. Why do I have the name Joshua? Oh no, Dave does Melbourne. All right. So I'll call you Dave.
I don't know who that is.
All right. So thank you for this great interview. You make me laugh a lot.
Yeah, that was great.
Well done.
Why did you? This wasn't supposed to be funny.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, you're naturally a gifted comedian then.
And thank you for all the tips for COVID-19.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
And please cure.
Do you want to see me dance again?
Yes. Dance.
It's important not to touch your face when you're
That's
dancing.
right. It's the don't touch your face dance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay
Thank
safe.
you. I love you.
Thank you.
Love you too, buddy. Bye bye.
I have no more, but I know there's one more film. Olivier Bonenfant.
Oh boy.
One more film.
Man, what do you think about all this crazy news recently?
I don't care about the news.
What are you doing right now?
Watching TV.
But it's playing the news.
Oh, I see. I thought I was binge watching a TV series.
No, it's real life.
Oh, that's why it never ends.
It's a crazy world out there.
I don't believe the news.
Manny, you're a very talented actor.
Okay. Hello.
Hi everybody, welcome back. So we have Ollie here as a filmmaker, and we have Manny, the excellent actor. So, Ollie, how do you feel about the news nowadays?
I'm actually one of the reasonable people believe the news. They respect journalists. So my film, even though it may seem like it, I'm totally not on the side of discrediting journalists' work. And it's kind of like, I just want to portray a character who doesn't believe in the news in less than 2 minutes.
Was that your best acting role?
My only Oscar-winning acting role.
Can you do it live?
I'm going to challenge Bernard. Bernard, I'm challenging you on this one. Yeah. Do it live.
I don't know if there's any questions in the chat room, but you're here. So
I don't know if there's any questions in the chat room, so that's probably what's up.
That's it, guys, for Filmonik tonight. So thank you for listening to us, and I hope the streaming went well. Stay safe, stay COVID safe.
Yeah.
And donate to arts, to health, and we love you guys.
We love you. Yeah, watch for the next month. We're gonna announce a date. We're gonna do the same, and
use this time to make inspiring films.
Yes.
Let's make lemonade out of some lemons.
And do
alone at home.
Foam.
That's what we have to do now.
Yep. Don't touch me. Bye,
or
guys.
with your housemates, obviously.
Bye, guys. I had a date for the next one, but yeah, 21st of April.
They can still hear you from their webcam mic. 26th? But now it's like 21st. Okay.
But it might be Amy.
Yeah. Now it's like the webcam is open and the camera is open, so they see everything.
Bye, everybody.
And they have dates. You were picking your nose, right? Is that what's happening?
I want to do that like newsreader thing at the end when they like tap the.
If you have any comments, any improvements, or
Yeah.
just tell us and we'll work on it. And send us films that you don't want in the festival run and that we can put that we can stream.
I get to do the newsreader
Yeah.
thing. Like,
And you have to be 2 maximum unless you're living together. But
Or
we're
you
living
can-
together,
or you
so
can do it like
we're
Lee did.
stuck.
Or you can do it like Lee did. He did it really well.
That's right,
Yes.
like musicians do, where one person will record something, send it to the next person. Creative problem solving, guys. That's what this is all about.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say,
Mwah.
and donate message. So
Yeah. Well, I did say donate to health and care and donate. What's our site?
filmonik.com/donation.
Can you also do one for Wildlife Australia, please? Current.
You can
Yes.
do it.
Wildlife Australia.
You do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay,
You're
cool,
okay.
guys. For everyone at Filmonik, just a short message about Wildlife Australia. They are currently struggling with almost 1 billion animals lost in our current bushfires. They are struggling financially to keep alive and well 1,000 species that are almost on the extinction list. So, if you could please open up your heart and give generously to Wildlife Australia or any wildlife sanctuary that hosts any of the animals that are currently on that extinction list, it would be a great help.
It's a hard time to donate,
It's
isn't
a
it?
very hard time for them.
But to donate also, I mean.
Oh, yeah, and to donate, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
But now is the time where Australians should band together.
If you can donate, also donate to filmonik.com.au/donation. Just a little thing for if you guys.
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.